Name another YouTuber that's putting on for underrated artists and receiving no compensation for it whatsoever. You are watching this video right now because you like being ahead of the curve. You like to discover artists not only before they blow up, but way before they blow up. Okay, there's no guarantees. We know that. Through my experience of predicting absolutely nobody yet to blow up so far, I'm still waiting on one of you. I feel like I have a really good intuition, and I also feel like I have a handful of artists here today that I just kind of want to run by you and see if maybe you think that they are also going to blow up like I think they are going to. But first, you know, we gotta drink some water because I know you're not hydrated. Okay, this isn't a game. No, go get some water. Pause the video, go get some water. One person did pay for promo.
I don't love that bitch, she wants my dollars, yeah, she on a lot. I don't really see a problem if I say that I will fuck her. Fade in your face, but break with the chemical romance. Instead of the sun with subliminal cost from my head, they treat me like a criminal. I do not.
Okay, but all jokes aside, all of these artists in this video are people that I highly believe in. It's kind of a risk for me to go out of my way and promote them and kind of really say like, wow, they have such a giant future ahead of them, considering all of these artists have very small followings. But I don't know, sometimes you just hear it and you think, this could be something. First person I'd like to talk about is my man Space.
I was just down bad last week, now they won't come around. Remember rolling Spencer sour, we was smoking pounds. On the app, that shit was daily, shit got lonely now. It's funny how they talk about me when I'm not around.
Now, when I'm looking into an artist, the music is most of the time the first thing that I get hooked on. I would like to think that it is the most important thing, although some people might argue that it's not. Space just has that perfect New York cadence that we all love, but my man does everything from hard trap bangers to music that's a little bit what I would classify as soulful and has more depth, more meaning about his life and his struggles. And I've even heard some of his raps over drill beats that don't sound like drill music at all, which is kind of a nice touch. Staying away from the traditional style of drill, but still using a drill beat, kind of fire. Also, another thing you gotta look into when you're trying to predict or just look at an artist is their image, you know? Do they have something going on? I think that's something that Space has to work on a little bit, just because the Instagram game is kind of lacking, and it's very important. Also, I'm not crazy about the name Space. It's too vague. It's hard to search it. It's hard to find you. So maybe you want to go with Space 914 or switch it up a little bit. I don't know.
And it's crazy cause we stayed up in the trap, rolling up the Dow, all this dope, it got me smacked. Shit was just a dream, turn my dream to a map. Now I'm flying on the mill, I know my people got my back.
Second is Rob Olu.
From the belly of the beast, lions, tigers, you ain't been there. Jungle, nigga, life was hard, like my hit now. I had no help, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Now I came up, put 800 on my grid now.
Now, Rob has been doing this for a really long time, so he's not new to the game. He's been rapping. At least you can find music videos of his that are 2-3 years old. And it was even pretty fire back then, but you could tell that my man's been working on his craft for years. Now, a lot of people would look at that and say, you're washed, give up. You're not 16, 17, 18 years old anymore. But the way I see it is, you've grown, you've matured, and you've really honed in your craft, and you got better. He's got a really cool image, cool sense of styles, got the ATL flair going for him. After putting in all this work, I feel like my man is at the point where he's ready for a ton of people to hear his stuff. Maybe better in the mixing and mastering area, but as far as lyrical content and the way that he structures his music, I feel like is really original. It's really different, and I just think my man's ready to be heard. He's ready to blow up.
I ain't never had nobody that'll love me like I love my guap. Keep me close to me, I think I'm falling. And if life ain't you, don't waste my time.
Next, we have Corey Elite.
You can see me clear as Visine, 4K, widescreen, color-coded fly, sherbet fit, call me ice cream. Choke a chain, button up, bust down on a diamond ring. Feds all on the bumper, give them hell and travel high speed.
Now, Corey Elite is part of a duo that's called Two of Me, but sometimes they release music separately. I haven't spoken to the second member, but Corey Elite I have. You guys may be familiar with him already because we released a music video of his on Joda. I actually found him by him just submitting to the email. I feel like the hype trap, or the trap metal, is kind of overdone. It's tough to differentiate yourself. People that like Scar-Lord, Zillakami, NASCAR Aloe. You can kind of look at all of this and find really, really close similarities. No disrespect to any of those artists, but let's be honest, it's just been done well before and it's hard to innovate. But I feel like Corey Elite has this new flair to it. It's not exactly similar to the trap metal style. I would say it's just more like hype rap. It's super hard, but at the same time it's dancey, but it's not cringy TikTok dancey. It's just kind of fun, stuff you want to get hyped to, mosh pit stuff. I think that Corey Elite could really, really add a lot of value to this area of the underground scene and potentially the mainstream scene. I also forgot to mention that Corey makes really, really fire conscious rap. My man's actually got some bars.
The style's off the Richter, you can take a picture, but I've been an animal that might come get you. You can check descriptions, we've been off prescription while we running up the score, so who's the competition? It's the principle. Cold follow when they find me. 2 caps lead a pack since we signed me.
Next we have the Underdog.
I used to be broke, it was no fun. Would've shot myself in the face if I had a gun. Never had shit, had no option. No one ever made it on my town, I'ma be the one.
Now as far as image goes, my man's killing it. He's got sort of like the goth look, but isn't a goth artist or an emo artist by any means. But he's just the type of dude where if you see him on the street, you look at him and you're like, who's this guy? Which you might think that's not important, but it's important. My man is making really, really fun music right now. I wish he would release more stuff. Could be a little bit more frequent. Also, he could stay away from the YouTube type beats, but I understand that it's tough to find a producer out here, so all you producers that are watching, maybe link up with my boy, send him something original, please. I'm so sick of hearing recycled YouTube beats. He's got such a unique voice. It's kind of high pitched, but not in an annoying way. In an annoying way. No, but it's fun, it's bouncy, it kind of feels like my man could write a hit if he really hones in his skills. I don't know, it's possible, but I think the Underdog is one of those artists compared to the others that I think needs just a little bit more work. I wouldn't say he's ready to blow up, but give it some time, let him get comfortable with some producers and some engineers and let him build a little team around him and he'll be a force to be reckoned with.
I don't got a clock, but at least I got my niggas. I don't wear designers, but I'm still a flyers. I don't want no friends, I just want supporters and a big booty bitch. And that bitch dancing.
Next is Big Baby Gucci.
Take this number if you call, I swear I pick up the phone. These bitches say that I'm a dog, but shit, your heart is a bone. And if we never talk again, I hope you never alone. All in my house, I'm smoking dope, man, I just wanna get stoned.
Now, Big Baby Gucci has shown to be a very versatile artist. I know he's been around for a little bit, but I feel like him being associated with Kevin Kazi a little bit more, kind of Tommy Ice, the ATL scene. He wasn't really talked about too much, and now recently, I feel like in the past few months, he's been releasing some songs that are like really, really catchy, really, really good. And I think he's somebody that needs a little bit more time. Again, maybe link with a producer, get somebody who learns his style and learns his sound. I've heard really depressing, sad stuff from him. I've heard hype stuff from him. I've heard kind of street stuff from him in a way. Very, very creative. My man's got choruses. He's got hooks that are so catchy. He's got the writer's touch, I think. I'm really excited for the future of Big Baby Gucci. It's tough to beat those Atlanta guys.
I try to talk cause I don't phone with Cinnamon. Got me a bitch and she think her name Cinnamon. I bought a pistol for each of my enemies. My jewelry weapon, he called me the weatherman. We in the cool.
Next we have N7 and Petty Wop.
Pop the little bitch to be cute, shit from PetSmart. Flex hard, stretch or shake out, leave a stretch mark. Next part, bitch, you washed up like a wet car.
Pass the pat to my nigga trap like Brett Favre.
Chopper too big, knock a nigga out. Don't do pretending my pockets hungry, I could eat a cow. Top of the timber, the bitch, you fuck for a little clout. Be the with a vendor that step in and show you niggas how to wiggle.
Now, I highly suggest that Petty Wop just continues to go by P-Wop because I hate that name and I think a lot of other people will hate it. No disrespect. But to be honest, I have no idea why anyone wouldn't like this or why anyone wouldn't think that this could blow up. If you like traditional rap, you like lyrical rap, these guys, although they may not be doing the most creative and clever and witty bars or whatever, they're still spitting and they're rapping fast, really, really creative with their flows, but they have the trap kind of sound that we all love. I feel like they have a nice touch of old school and new school in them. And they are also riding heavily on their natural voices using very, very minimal auto-tune, if any. How could you really not like it? Like, what's not to like about it? I guess the only thing that they really haven't shown too well is their ability to write really catchy hooks or choruses. I feel like a lot of their music is sort of freestyle sounding, so maybe they could work on that. And I don't think that they are an official duo, but they do make all of their best music together. Either way, both of these guys are very, very talented. I really like the music that I hear now. They're probably the biggest artists that are on this list, but still incredibly underrated. Probably could work on the image, the Instagram, the social media game in general, but overall, really, really fire what we're hearing so far. And I think that these guys could really be big pretty quickly.
7 say, ooh, Petty Wop say on God.
Straight out the can, little bitch, I'm a dog.
My niggas is hells, ain't no one to
Ooh, that nigga, bitch, I can see in his
He
eyes.
say he won't smoke, send that boy to God.
My bitch is bad and bougie do fraud.
My bitch is bad and bougie got butts. Never leave my gang who fucking with us.
If you pay attention to my playlist on Spotify, then you probably already know about these artists and are familiar with them. Yeah, this is definitely me being biased. I do really like these artists. I've talked to almost all of them and have built little relationships with them, some more than others, but you know, this is my YouTube channel, so of course I'm gonna be biased. Nonetheless, I think these guys have a ton of potential, and I really, really suggest that you all go and check them out. I'm gonna continue to put on for underrated artists, especially with the Joda page, where I'm releasing music videos from you guys, so please submit your music videos to Joda. I don't want your money. It doesn't cost anything to submit. I just want really good music. Thank you so much. I got this at a thrift store, by the way. And I hope you guys have a great day. My name is Patrick CC. I'm out.